Okay, let's talk about a little bit about dough scoring before we actually score the dough. This is once again a little technique that I've used that I've noticed incredible improvements with people scoring, is to actually draw what we're going to do with the razor blade later. So just like with cloth when I was showing you how to shape, it just helps if you do these little practice things. It really helps you be prepared because you really only have 3 pieces of dough when you make these batches that we're doing in these videos. And you're not going to be a master and be zenned out on that dough in those 3 pieces if you don't kind of do your mental mise en place. So here we are. We're going to draw baguettes. And excuse my artwork, but basically we're drawing baguette. And I highly recommend you get a piece of paper and do the same thing. Draw some baguettes. 2 or 3 or 4, whatever will fit on the whole length of your piece of paper. And what I'm trying to do is really, I would say it's maybe a 5-degree angle, but keeping it almost as straight as I can, going down the center of the baguette. And really it's either 5s or 7s, uneven numbers look better in a baguette. And then I'm going way back up and going back down, okay? And then I'm going way back up to where the first score started and going back down. All that overlap, okay? And then back up and back down and back up and then back down, okay? So if I score like this, which is what people think we're doing, this is what they think we're doing, because that's what it looks like after it's baked. It's not what it looks like when we first start. This is what it looks like when we first start. And what happens here is these kind of pop open. And so what looks like what we first started, well, that's not a very good drawing, but kind of pops open because of the force of the baguette. If I score it this way, they don't pop open. They just kind of stay like lines across that way. So it's very important to go straight as possible from tip to tip and have this big overlap. And it's very important, I think, to practice this with a pencil so that when you go to use your razor blade that you're mentally prepared to do what you need to do. So why do we even score bread? Well, bread's going to rise in the oven. What happens to gas when it's heated? The gases expand. So what we're doing is telling the bread where to expand to, where to open. So one of the reasons to score bread is if we didn't, it would just blow open. It would just pop. And in irregular spots, it wouldn't even, potentially not even look so nice. So part of it is telling the bread where to open. It also a vent. It allows the steam of the inside of the bread to release and come out of the bread. So it vents the bread, it tells the bread where to go, and of course, it's the baker's signature. So in the case of the baguette, we're very consistent about if we're trying to make a traditional baguette, that we're very much trying to do all of us doing a similar type of situation. But in many breads, we're also doing our own unique style, and even in the baguette, you can score any way you like and create your own special look on that bread.